going to be using products that I either use regularly or I have at least used before, because I kind of don't want to be in that situation where I'm thinking, is it the brush, is it the product? So I'm going to be using products on my face that I know how they work, I know how they perform, so I can really get a good grasp of how these brushes are performing or not. So good luck, everybody. So on my eyes, I'm going to be using my trusty Carmi Kiss of Fire palette, which I am still massively in love with. Right, so let's prime my face first. And I'm just going to use the Revolution Pro Base Aqua Base, Aqua Priming Base. There we go. Just a spritz. Let's crack on. Right, first impressions of these brushes. They already haven't made a great first impression, I'll be honest, and you'll see why. So let me just get a couple to show you. So you just look at those. I'm going to sit over to one side, so you just look at those, and I'm going to put up the picture here of the picture that was on eBay. Is it me, or is there a slight difference in colour? Like when I saw these on eBay, I thought they would be a dupe for the Revolution, or is it I Heart Revolution or Revolution? They did the unicorn handled brushes and they just look beautiful, and the bristles are like this but they're all pastelified. So when I saw these and this picture in particular, that's kind of what they're giving me. They're giving me the pastel unicorn vibe, which in person, that ain't pastel. They are ridiculously soft. I will give them that. They're very, very soft. But yeah, I was a little bit disappointed when they came through the post and I opened them. I was like, oh, they're not the cute little pastel ones. Okay, so I'm going to prime my eyes first of all, and I'm going to use the Camouflage Conceal Palette by Revolution. Okay, they've actually picked up a hell of a lot more product than I thought it was going to do. It's super soft. Ooh! Okay, I stand corrected. That's actually picked up such a lot of product. Okay, so in terms of picking up product and just placing it down like that, this has actually worked really well. There have been no bristles come out at all. When you do then try and get a bit more precise with it, and I'm holding it quite close to the bristles to try and be even more precise with it, that's where it's not performing very well, just because it moves so much and you can't kind of get in and do that detail. But just for placing some concealer on the eyelids to use as a base and a bit of a primer, that's done the job. Fair enough. Right, so I'm then going to use this, the largest in the eye brush collection, the big fluffy brush, and I'm going to use that, and I'm going to attempt to down a transition shade. Okay. So I'm going to use this yellow one here first of all, which is called Yellow Heart. So bearing in mind I know exactly how pigmented these shades are, I don't feel like it's picking up a lot of this product at all, because this yellow is so stand out. So okay, it's also kind of, it's fine to pick it up and put the product, place the product on, but then when I'm trying to blend, it's not being, just go with me, it's not being uniform in the way the bristles move. So I'm kind of, if you see here, it's kind of, I can blend it about there, but as soon as I start to move it inwards, it's kind of just dragging, it's not bringing the bristles with it properly. So it's almost like I've got to blend it and then move and then blend and then move and then blend it. Okay, so using the same brush. I'm then going to go in with this one, which is called Baby, and it's a beautiful like earthy orange tone. Okay, then I'm going to go in with this, which is called Kiss of Fire. Then I think that'll be it for this brush. So this, I just want to kind of develop that kind of earthy toned look to the crease, which is going to kind of be a border to the, oh, look at the pigment. Which is going to be a border for our lovely teal colour. Okie dokie, right. That's that for this one. Right, okay, so I feel like I kind of got used to it the more I put on, and I feel like if you kind of just show it who's boss, it behaves. But the thing is, I'm already getting old, I'm already getting a few lines here and there, and I don't want to be heavy-handed with my brushes, and I don't want to I don't want a brush that's going to make me overstretch that skin because it's delicate. We need to look after it. So yeah, you can get it to work, but it's definitely not my favourite and I'm a little bit annoyed with it, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with this black down here, which is called Game On, because that's when it's game on. When we start deepening up and we start darkening up and we start getting the smoky effect going, it's game on. Just then going to switch to the more kind of contoured one. God, these bristles are so like all over the place. If you look down it, so that's the middle at the front. So can you see how it's higher up on this side than it is on this side? Because the bristles are just so all over the place. So I'm just going to put this in the outer corner and then we'll start to get that colour on there and it'll build up the smoky effect. So just a tiny bit, because Carmi did us proud and gave us some pigment. Oh, again, look, it just kind of goes, ugh. Oh, this just goes all over the place. This just splays out. Oh, it's making it go patchy. Then I'll switch back to the original one and just try to diffuse those edges a little bit. Look how far up onto the upper, like above my crease that's gone. Love the colour. Right, and then I'm going to go back with the angled brush and just go back over that smoky effect on the outer corner. Okay, that one works better if you just dab it, but my god, there is no precision, there is no finesse, and all those words, those aren't words that you would normally associate with me, but come on. So I'm just gonna try and diffuse the edges and just tidy the edges up a little bit. And then I'm gonna go back with the flatter brush that I used to put the Dominion on, just to blend the edges where the black and the teal meet. Right, so the next, the last eye brush to use is the smaller domed one, but I'm actually going to save that for the end so I can do the lower lid, the lower lash line with that one. So let's move on to face and hope that the face ones are a bit better and a bit less work, because your makeup just does not need to be this much work. It just doesn't. Right, so let's go with foundation, and I'm going to use my NYX HD foundation. Yeah, again, exactly like the others. When you're doing this kind of motion and you're dabbing it on, they're great. Oh, I've got some fallout, dudes. I've got some fallout. Oh. Yeah, this kind of motion, just like the eye brushes, is brilliant. As soon as you try and kind of move it at all, it's just, it moves really easily, but then it bounces. There's no like, I don't know, it almost leaves it behind and then it bounces. But it is applying it evenly, kind of in a dabbing motion. It seems to be soaking up a lot of the product as well. Like, I've put enough definitely on the back of my hand to use, and I'm gonna need to get more out of the packaging. Yeah, I definitely need more, and it's soaked it up. Ugh. It's not going well, guys. Not digging that one. Okay, so I've done my cream contour, so I'm going to powder my face now. So I'm going to be using the Collection Sheer Loose Powder for that one. So I'm going to use the bigger of the two domed brushes. This one just feels a lot better quality, actually. The bristles feel a lot more packed in. It just feels a lot denser, so hopefully this will work a bit better. Oh, okay, so this one I like. This is going exactly where I want it to. I can use the pressure that I want to use. I don't have to be really hard-handed with it. It's setting, it's picking the product up. Oh, hallelujah, we've found one that we like, yes! My neighbour's outside sweeping. Sorry if you just heard me doing that. There's zero fallout, there's not one bristle left on my face after that one, so I'm super impressed. There, I like one. Oh, I didn't like being all not positive. Thank you. Okay, I feel a bit more hopeful now. So obviously sticking with the powder products now, because we've put powder on. I'm going to be using this contour brush. It's more of an angled brush, so I assume it's for contour. Again, it feels so loose. Yeah, this doesn't feel as densely packed as the other one. But I'm going to be using the Revolution contour palette, which you can obviously tell I use a lot. Pull your funny faces. Why did I sound like a parrot when I said that? Pull your funny faces. This is sort of in between the first two face brushes. It's not quite as bouncy and splayed out as the first one, but it's, yeah, it's certainly not as good as the one I used for the powder. Okay, and then I'm going to go back over that with the powder brush that I used, just to blend that a little bit, because that other one ain't going to blend for toffee. Okay, that looks a lot better now it's been blended. So then I'm going to go in with the Revolution Sugar and Spice blush palette, which looks, and I'm going to use the kind of baby of the powder brush, the smaller one. Right, whatever they're doing with these brushes, this shape, they're working, because this is really good as well. It's not splaying out. I'm not having to be really heavy-handed with it. It's going where I want. It's blending as I go. I really like that. Probably can't tell because I don't wear a massive amount of blusher. Oh, can you tell that side to that side? What do you reckon? Yeah, you can a bit, can't you? Okay, I like these. Right, that stopped recording for some reason. I don't quite know where it stopped recording. I think I got up to blusher. So, I hope I got up to blusher anyway. So, what I was saying was, the next brush in the collection to try is the last one, which is the highlighter brush. So let me just go and do the rest of it and I'll come back and we'll do highlighter. Okay, there we go, done the mascara, done my lippy. We've actually got two to use now. I thought there was only one more to use, but there's two. We've got a little tiny eye one. So the last one that we have to use in the eye collection is the smaller, domed, I'm going to say densely packed, just because it's more dense than the other ones, but it's not the densest brush I've ever seen, if you're going with me. So we'll do the lower lash line with this little bad boy. So I'm going to use Dominion, which I'm obsessed with at the moment. Such a gorgeous colour. Oh, I am honestly, Carney, beautiful. So I like that one. That again, because it's a bit more densely packed, that's just gone on really well. It's picked up the right amount of product. It's placed it where I want it to be. It's not splayed out everywhere and made it kind of drop down. So yeah, that can go in the drawer with the face brushes, with the two more dense powder brushes. What's this? Symbolising, what's this? International symbol for powder brushes? Quite aggressive, wasn't it? Sorry, I do apologise. Right, so the last one is this here one. And I think I'm going to use... Right, so the two highlighters in Carmi's palette. Oh yeah, it's not just eyeshadows. We get highlighters too. And look at the ruddy size of them. They're enormous. So then we've got Flashmate and Opulence. Flashmate is kind of your icy with the green shift, and Opulence is obviously the golder, warmer one. If you mix the two, you get a nice warm one with a green shift. Oh, it's beautiful. So I think because we've got the teal, which is the nice bluey green colour, I'm going to mix the two. I'm going to mix them. Let's go mad. Why am I whispering? So we're using the fan brush for that one. Oh my god, I love the colour when you mix them. Look at it. Look at it. Oh. Do you know what? This brush is really good as well. Oh, it's a bit... It's a little bit splayy. Look at that. Look at that sheen. Okay, yep. I like this one. It's a little bit splayy as well, but it's a fan brush, so I'm kind of not mad. Oh my god, look at it. Yeah, this one seems to work a lot better as well, and again I can be gentle. I'm not needing to kind of whack it on. Quick spritz of Sport Fix fixing spray. Fix, fix, fix. Okay, I am living for this eye colour, like, oh, look at it. I love it so much. Let's go in with eye brushes first, because that's what we used first. So So first I used this one, which was the big fluffy brush. Do you know what, I'm not even going to go through them individually because the same problem kind of ran throughout. I kind of think as an overview they are very, very, I can't even describe it, they're just not packed enough. The bristles just don't seem, they don't seem to have been cut very uniformly, which kind of doesn't give a uniform finish on the eye. It can't do. So it kind of goes a bit patchy when you put it on and needs a lot of work. And this is why I wanted to use a palette and products that I have used before, because I know that wasn't the eyeshadow. That eyeshadow does not go on patchy. It goes on really well and it blends really well, and it is super pigmented. So I know exactly what these brushes have done. The larger fluffy brush for the eye didn't work very well because it just kind of splayed out, and when you're trying to blend it kind of bounces and skips over areas, so it blends in patches and doesn't blend in other patches unless you're quite firm with it, which we don't want to be in that eye area because it's really delicate skin. So I was not impressed that I had to be quite rough with my eyes, because we're trying to stay looking as good as possible as we get into our older years. Do you know what I mean? We're like trying to save this area, not make it worse. So 2 out of the 5 eye brushes I really like. I don't like that I'm not liking them because I want to be all positive. I do not like that. Right, so again, we've got 5 face brushes that we were going for, and I'm gonna say 3. There we go. 3 of the 5 I really like, and they performed really well. So to say these were £5.19 for 10 brushes, the fact that I've got 5 that I really like, it's still only £1 a brush. Oh, I just kicked you, I do apologise. It's still only £1 a brush, so I'm not too mad at that really. Look at me trying to be positive and not like kicking off. It's about as positive as I can be. Before you leave though, make sure you subscribed please. Make sure you've given this one a massive thumbs up and you've got your notifications turned on. Go and leave me a comment down below. I love it when you all chat with me, and let me know what you think of this look. Let me know what you thought of the brushes. Let me know if you've experienced eBay brushes that were just a little difficult to use, and yeah, let me know how your day's going. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you again next time.